What if the fate of an entire nation rested in the hands of an unlikely man, overlooked, underestimated, and carrying a hidden weapon no one expected? This is the story of Ehud, the left-handed judge who turned a private audience into an assassination and changed the destiny of Israel with one brutal strike. For 18 long years, Israel groaned under the rule of King Eglon of Moab. Eglon was no ordinary ruler. He was cunning, ruthless, and enormous. His appetite matched his cruelty, and his palace was filled with luxury, while Israel's people starved under heavy tribute. Every year, Israel was forced to carry taxes and gifts into Moabite palace. Each delivery was a humiliation, a reminder of their chains. But one year, something different was about to happen. Ehud, son of Gera, was chosen to bring the tribute. He wasn't the kind of man anyone feared. He was quiet, ordinary, forgettable, and he was left-handed, a trait seen as a weakness in a world built for right-handed warriors. But what no one knew was that Ehud had strapped a dagger, sharp double-edged, on his right thigh, hidden under his clothes, a place no guard would think to check. The tribute was delivered. Gold, grain, and gifts for a king who sat heavy on his throne, his folds of flesh rising with each breath. Ehud's eyes never left him. As the other Israelites left the palace, Ehud turned back. His voice was steady. "I have a secret message for you, O king." Eglon, intrigued and prideful, waved his attendants away. "Silence! Leave us!" The room emptied. Only two men remained, the massive king on his throne and the left-handed man who carried a secret. Ehud stepped closer. "I have a message from God for you." Eglon leaned forward, his curiosity outweighing caution. That's when Ehud's left hand flashed to his right thigh. In one swift motion, he drew the hidden dagger and plunged it deep into the king's belly. The blade sank, then the handle, then everything vanished into the folds of flesh. The fat clothes around the weapon. The text says even the hilt disappeared. Eglon gasped, eyes wide, a grotesque mixture of shock and pain twisting across his face. His hands clawed at the air, but no sound came out. Ehud let go of the dagger. It was swallowed whole. The king slumped, and the stench of death began to fill the chamber. Ehud moved quickly, locking the doors behind him before slipping out through the palace courtyard. The guards outside saw the doors shut and assumed the king was simply relieving himself. Hours passed. They laughed, they waited, they hesitated, until finally they opened the doors and found their king dead on the floor. By then, Ehud was long gone. Ehud rallied Israel with a cry that thundered across the land. "Follow me, for the Lord has given Moab into our hands." With courage ignited by one man's daring strike, Israel rose up. They seized the fords of the Jordan and struck down 10,000 Moabite soldiers. Not one escaped, and the land had rest for 80 years. Ehud was no warrior giant. He wasn't the strongest or the most celebrated. He was underestimated, dismissed, and even mocked for his left-handedness. But sometimes it's the very thing the world calls weakness that God uses as a weapon. A dagger, a left hand, and a moment of courage change a nation's destiny.